Alright guys, time for another question of the day, Wednesday, August 4. This particular question is from Misha S. She wants to know the ramifications of the recent news about from Janet Yellen about the government being able to borrow from the TSP's G fund. This is something that I've seen it and asked a couple of times this week, at the very least, and honestly, this one comes up seemingly every year. This is not anything new to us. But every year we always get people who are worried that it's going to impact them, their TSP money, their own money, and I'm all assuage some of your fears here. Okay, you don't have to worry about this. All this decision does is, this raising the debt ceiling thing. Um, it just gives the government the ability to borrow from G fund. It doesn't mean they actually will, but if they have difficulty paying their bills and they need to have money, like an emergency backup fund available to be able to pay their bills with, that is what they're doing with the G fund. It's been going on for years. This is nothing new at all to us. And just because they're getting the authorization to do it doesn't mean they're actually going to borrow from it. It just means they have the approval to do it if they need to. Okay, and also I want to keep in mind that I think about 40% of all TSP assets under management, or AUM. I think that about that proportion is actually in the G fund. And that's a substantial amount. It's actually, in my opinion, way too much. But that tells you a whole bunch of people have way too much money in the G fund, or all of their money in the G fund, and they're not getting anything out of their TSP accounts that's really doing them any good. Anyway, let's just say, even if the government does end up borrowing from the G fund, what happens there is that they're still going to have to pay the money back to the fund at some point in time. Uh, Not necessarily later, but sooner. Um, but also, let's just say if you have, let's say, $3 trillion of money in the G fund, just for example, and they actually borrow about, let's just say, I don't know, a couple hundred billion, then you still have well over 2.8 trillion dollars still left in the G fund to work with. And on any given day, when TSP participants are moving their money back and forth between funds, I'd say maybe they're moving from G fund over to another fund. This is where the issue gets really a concern at all for TSP participants, because TSP cannot officially move that money over to the other fund for you if there's no money there to do it with. And there's kind of a clearinghouse thing that goes on, usually over a couple of day period. And so some of the money might be locked up in for IFT use for basically over the couple of days, or it might get locked up by the government borrowing from it or something. But you're always going to have a good chunk of money in the G fund available to move, via interfund transfer from G fund to any other fund, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, so it's highly unlikely the government will even borrow enough to where it'll become an issue with you being able to move your G fund money over if you so desire. Okay, so don't worry about these. Like I said, they come up every single year, it seems. We're not worried about it. I don't think you should. All right, that should cover this. We'll talk to get to some other QOD questions now.